I'm sorry. I'm supposed to upload weekly. But then I got sick. And finals week came around. And now it's Christmas. And the only thing I gave was a video I did for an art class to be funny. BTW, I did get an A on it if you were wondering. So to make it up to you, I'm gonna totally upload a lot of built-up video ideas in the next 2 weeks. I promise. But for now, deal with a follow-up video. Hey, so if you haven't noticed, this is part 3 of a series called The King of Madness. But this is just a follow-up video to my OP analysis, which was part 2, because I did the first one before the show was over. Also, spoilers. Point 1. One thing that Kekkai Sensen Beyond had to live up to was an awesome OP and the best ED in recent years. While the new ED doesn't compare to the original, I think the ED got better the more I watched it, because the ED is just a bunch of references to the show. It's better when you watch the whole show. Point 2. The OP still doesn't compare. But that doesn't mean that it's bad, it's just that the original was so jam-packed with information and meaning that not much can compare with it. The OP is almost as good as Hello World, but just barely loses out because of emotional resonance. You know, the last episode of Season 1 and all. Point 3. Now that I have watched the show, it makes sense why Steven and Shane are paired up together. You know, Shane's crush on him. The butler also doesn't really get anything, but he hasn't shown his powers yet, so that's fine. But if I'm wrong about his power being shown somewhere in the series, someone correct me in the comments. Butler's power is partial immortality, so it makes sense that they don't show it. But they do show him driving the car at the end of the OP, probably referencing his episode where his power is revealed. Point 5. It was Leo and Zap running through the city. It uses this as a chance to show some characters from Season 1, probably to reassure you that they still exist, and will probably appear again this season, sometime down the line. The side characters do end up appearing, but not a lot. Point 6. Back to the running. You figure they're looking for something, but you don't know what it is until it's revealed that they're searching for hidden vampires. That goes to show that vampires will probably have a bigger focus this season. Blood breeds ended up being a major part of this season. I was right. Point 7. Also, Ghost White is a nice touch, which can give a fan hope that she will appear again, even if it's a minor role. Ghost White kinda plays a role, but even more minor than I thought that she could possibly play. Point 8. They also bring back the motif of his sister and the rose petals, and use them to great effect too. They use it while his sister Michaela is laying in the grass, probably in front of the pond that she is always sitting in front of, and has... Okay, so this was supposed to be a part of the original video, but for some reason it didn't record. So what I'm supposed to say here is that she has the tint of the all-seeing eyes of the gods, I think. It's been a while since I wrote this script. Come on, cut me some slack. But yeah, I apologize that my original video actually got screwed up because of this blunder. Yeah. And if you are commenting about the microphone noise, yes, I'm going to try and get that fixed, because for some reason I couldn't find my other microphone, and for some reason my computer wasn't taking my webcam. Sorry for interrupting your video. Gods, while it zooms in on the Tortoise Night picture from Season 1. This may be foreshadowing for a confrontation again, and if it is, cool, but if it isn't, that's okay. Not that big of a deal. The tint around Leo's sister is probably her in the eyes of the big bad in the last 2 episodes, who also has the all-seeing eyes of the gods. But I still think she is at the pond that she's always at, but now the zoom in on the tortoise drawing has way more dramatic weight than before, because now in this season they explain why she calls him the Tortoise Knight. So overall, I was still right. So overall, there are things I was right about, things I was in the ballpark, and things I just missed. That's the whole video. I pretty much covered the good stuff in my original analysis, but again, I'm sorry for the lack of content. I do have videos planned, for instance, a Black Clover video that was written a month ago, anime Oscars, the upcoming Winter 2018 season overview, a new game video that has been in limbo for months because it's going to be a pain to edit, and so much more. So if you want to see these things, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, notification button, leave a comment or dislike if I messed up, and click over there for part 1 of Kekkai Sensen King of Madness, and click over there for part 2 Kekkai Sensen King of Madness. But if this is the last I see you today, have a good whatever, and take care, and a Merry Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate.